Yes, you'll
reach
get the
for
stars.
moon and you'll get to the stars.
Absolutely. You know, there are different power dynamics in certain relationships, right? It's sort of I always go back to the teacher and the student, right? As a teacher, you know, you're an adult, you want to make the student feel like, you know, like you're in an equal learning relationship, a professional learning relationship, right?
Yeah.
There are power dynamics and there are power imbalances between authority figures, you know,
Yeah.
and the rest of our community, you know. But I think when it works well, it's built on that one word I said at the beginning, respect, right?
Yes.
You've got a job to do. Ideally, you're going to do it well. As a civilian, you know, as a community member, you want to be respectful as well, you know. But what we never want to happen is where those little terrible stereotypes and biases and isms and phobias, when those distract from a person's ability to do their job, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When we fall into perpetuating racism or, you know, or anti-Indigenous racism, or any type of ism or phobia, transphobia and homophobia as well, when that gets into how authority figures treat you, that's when we fall into shark water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do feel, because in reality, police are higher up than like civilians. But if you're bigger than somebody else, you shouldn't be beating down on them.
I must say, I somewhat agree with what you're saying. And here's the deal. You know, someone that is smaller in size can also pack a punch, right?
Yes.
I just don't believe that violence is usually the answer.
Yeah.
You know, I think that we have to find ways to mediate, to de-escalate, right? Especially when we know that there have been statistics to show that in between police and certain community interactions, and I'm saying namely Black community member interactions, oftentimes more so than, say, with white interactions, there are sad consequences, you know, whether the person is shot, whether the person is racially profiled, whether the person is sadly, you know, killed, right? And that's not what we want. That's not the outcome we're hoping for.
It's hard to say, but it does happen.